Welcome, everyone. Today, we'll be diving into the history and impact of one of Microsoft's most talked about operating systems, Windows Vista. First, we'll begin with an overview of what we'll cover today. We'll look at the history of Windows Vista, its key features, the pros and cons that users experienced, and we'll finish with a short demonstration. Now let's start by diving into the overview of Windows Vista. To set the stage for our deep dive, here's an overview of the main topics we'll be covering about Windows Vista. First, we'll take a look at the history of Windows Vista, understanding its development timeline and the context in which it was released. Next, we'll explore the features that Vista introduced. These include various improvements that set it apart from its predecessor. We'll then discuss the pros and cons that users experienced with Vista. While it brought many advancements, it also faced significant criticism, which affected its adoption. Finally, we'll end with a brief demonstration of Windows Vista, showing you some of its key features in action. With that overview in mind, let's dive into the history of Windows Vista. Windows Vista was officially launched on January 30, 2007. This release came 6 years after Windows XP, marking a significant period of anticipation and development. Vista followed the highly successful Windows XP and was eventually succeeded by Windows 7. Each of these operating systems played crucial roles in the evolution of Microsoft software. The development of Vista focused heavily on enhancing security, redesigning the user interface, and improving the search functionality. These areas were seen as critical for modernizing the operating system and addressing the growing concerns around digital security. Key features introduced in Vista include the visually appealing Windows Aero interface, the user account control, which aimed to improve security but received mixed reactions, and BitLocker drive encryption, which provided enhanced data protection. Despite these advancements, Vista's reception was mixed. It faced criticism for its high hardware requirements and the intrusive nature of the user account control prompts, which many users found frustrating. These issues contributed to its lower adoption compared to earlier and later versions. Understanding the history of Windows Vista provides valuable insights into the challenges and innovations of operating systems development. It set the stage for many features and improvements in subsequent versions of Windows.
Hi, my name is Oclidiano Agustin, and we will be discussing the features of Windows Vista operating system. Moving on to the features, here we will talk about the implemented technologies. And as an overview, here are the list of features that the Windows Vista operating system uses. First feature would be Windows Aero, and Windows Vista offers 4 user experience levels, with Windows Aero as the premium one, and leveraging advanced graphics hardware for a sleek, transparent interface and smooth animation is one of the technologies that Windows Aero offers. Next feature will be the Windows Sidebar, and Windows Sidebar provides customizable mini applications called gadgets that display information like weather, calendar, and more enhancing functionality on widescreen monitors. Another feature of Windows Vista is the instant desktop search, wherein in Windows Vista, it allows quick, pinpointed search results for files, applications, and data from anywhere in the system, improving efficiency and ease of access for the user to use. A familiar feature for Windows is the Windows Defender. In Windows Vista, Windows Defender safeguards your personal computer from spyware with real-time monitoring, auto updates, and an intuitive interface for scanning, blocking, and removing threats for your personal computers. So next feature will be the Performance Center. So the Performance Center in Windows Vista offers tools to manage and troubleshoot your personal computer for its performance, and featuring the Windows system. This allows the performance rating to evaluate the hardware capability. So the next feature will be the backup and restore. So in Windows Vista, this secures the data with multiple protection layers, automatic backups, and volume shadow copy technology for accessing previous file versions. So the next feature will be network map. And in Windows Vista, this visually displays the network and internet connectivity, helping users to identify and troubleshoot connection issues effectively. Another feature of Windows Vista is Windows Ready Boost. And Windows Vista Ready Boost enhances the system memory and performance using USB flash drives, offering a simple alternative to adding RAM without opening the PC or your personal computers. Another feature is the Windows Ready Drive, wherein in Windows Vista, this uses hybrid hard drives to speed up the boot up or the hibernate and even the resume process while conserving battery power and extending your hard drive life. And for the last feature of Windows Vista is the Windows Media Center, wherein this turns your personal computer into a entertainment hub supporting live TV or even music, photos, videos, and even online content with integration for the Xbox 360 and HD displays. And that's it for the features of Windows Vista. And now we'll be talking about the Windows Vista pros and cons.
Hello everyone! So as we continue to explore Windows Vista today, we'll now proceed to the various pros and cons of this operating system that stirred quite a bit of discussion when it was released. So whether you're mincing about Vista or hearing it for the first time, we've got you covered. Let's start by looking at some of the advantages that Windows Vista brought to the table. First up, the enhanced security. Windows Vista introduced several security features like User Account Control, Windows Defender, and BitLocker. User Account Control or UAC help to prevent unauthorized changes to the system by prompting for permission or administrator's password before allowing certain actions. Windows Defender offered protection against spyware or malware, while BitLocker provided encryption for the entire drive, enhancing data security. Next, we have the Aero interface. The Aero graphical user interface brought a visually appealing experience with features like translucent window borders, live thumbnails, and smooth animations. This modern look and feel improved the overall user experience and made the operating system appear more sophisticated. Next is the improved search functionality was another notable feature. Windows Vista included a more powerful and faster feature that allowed users to quickly find files, emails, and applications from the Start menu or any Explorer window. This made it easier to locate information and manage files efficiently. Then, there were the new and improved Windows Sidebar and Gadgets. The Windows Sidebar allows users to add small application called gadgets, providing quick access to information like weather updates, news, and system performance. This feature enhances productivity by making useful tools and information readily available to the desktop. And lastly, let's talk about the enhanced networking features. Windows Vista introduced new networking features such as the Network and Sharing Center and improved wireless networking capabilities. This enhancement made it more easier to set up, manage, and troubleshoot network connection, especially in home and small business environments. So while Windows Vista brought several noteworthy improvements, it wasn't without its drawbacks. The operating system faced significant criticism for various issues that affected its performance and user experience. Let's now shift our focus to some of the key cons of Windows Vista.
Now that we know the pros of using Windows Vista, thanks to informative, majestic, and well-explained discussion earlier by Mrs. Aplaza, I am now gonna talk about its opposite sides, which is the cons. Windows Vista faced significant criticism and is generally considered one of the less successful versions of the Windows operating system. For the reason why, here is some of the key cons of using Windows Vista. First of the list is compatibility issues. So let's go first with software. Software incompatibility. A significant number of applications that run well on Windows XP encountered issues on Vista. This included critical business software, which caused major disruptions for companies relying on those applications. Frequent crashes and bugs. Many users experienced this kind of thing with their favorite applications, which led them to having a frustrating user experience. Hardware incompatibility. Peripheral device issues. Older peripherals such as printers, scanners, and other hardware often lack Vista-compatible drivers. This rendered many devices unusable, forcing users to either find new drivers or purchase new hardware. Driver shortage. The lack of available drivers for many hardware components at Vista launch was a significant problem. Users had to wait for hardware manufacturers to catch up, which could take months or even years. Next is for performance issues. High system requirements. Windows Vista had significantly higher requirements compared to its predecessor, Windows XP. This included greater demands for RAM, CPU, and graphics capabilities. Many users found that their existing hardware struggled to run Vista efficiently. Slow performance. Even on new hardware, Vista was often criticized for sluggish performance. Tasks that were quick and responsive on XP could feel slow and unresponsive on Vista. Slow boot times. Extended boot and shutdown durations. Many users reported that Vista took noticeably longer to boot up and shut down compared to previous versions. This increased downtime and reduced productivity, especially in business environments where time is critical. Next is user account control. Excessive notifications. UAC or account control was designed to improve security by preventing unauthorized changes to the system. However, it resulted in frequent and intrusive permission prompts that many users found annoying and disruptive. Reduced usability. The constant need to approve or deny actions could interrupt workflows, making the system cumbersome to use, especially for tasks requiring administrative permissions. Lastly, high upgrade costs. Expense of transition. Upgrading from Windows XP to Vista involves significant costs, both in terms of the software itself and the potential need for new hardware to meet Vista's requirements. For many users and businesses, this was a prohibitive expense. Total cost of ownership. The long-term costs associated with hardware upgrades, software updates, and troubleshooting of capability issues further added to the expense of using Vista. In summary, Windows Vista faced numerous challenges that hindered its adoption and reputation, from performance and compatibility issues to intrusive security features and high costs. Vista struggled to meet users' expectations. These problems led many to stick with Windows XP or wait for the release of Windows 7, which addressed many of the Vista's shortcomings and was much better received. The negative experiences and feedback from Vista users have made it a cautionary tale in the history of operating system, highlighting the importance of balancing new features with usability and performance.
So, para makapag-install ng Windows Vista, kailangan muna natin mag-prepare ng bootable USB installer. And ginawa na natin yan beforehand. So, starting sa BIOS, kailangan natin galawin yung boot options, and yung first boot natin dapat is yung USB bootable media na ginawa natin. Then, exit sa BIOS. So, dapat mag-boot siya dun sa USB. So, ito na yung boot sequence ng Vista installer na meron tayo. So, first, pine-prepare niya yung installation environment ng Vista. And then, ito na yung GUI para sa installer. So, yung una nating makikita is yung options dito para sa language packs na in-offer ng Vista. Then, we have yung instruction manual para matulungan tayo mag-install ng Vista. Then, meron din tayong option para i-repair yung Vista na if ever existing na siya dun sa device natin. Dito, hinihingan tayo ng activation key para pagka-install ng Vista, automatic na nagagamit niya na activation key. Pero since demo lang to and wala tayong activation, nag-no tayo dun. So, dito pipili natin yung Vista installer na meron tayo, which is yung Ultimate, Vista Ultimate na nakuha natin. Then, dito is yung end user license agreement lang ng Vista. So, after yung steps na yan, pamimili tayo kung fresh install ng Vista since naka-gray out yung isang option dahil for upgrade yon and mamaya may explain pa siya. So, ito na yung start ng pag-process ng Vista. And yung video na to is sped up na ng 50 times. So, after nung processes na yun, mag-re-reboot yung device natin and yung first reboot, kailangan natin pumunta ulit sa BIOS para baguhin yung boot priority. Since pag nag-stay na USB yung priority niya sa boot up, maglo-loop kayo ng maglo-loop sa installer. So, isa-set na natin yung hard drive na pinaglagyan natin ng Vista OS para maging priority boot para matapos yung installation ng Vista. At this point, pwede nyo na tanggalin yung Vista installer na nakaplug. So, this is yung first boot na ng Windows Vista na nandun na sa hard drive and wala na dun sa installer. And then, again, itong process na to is speed up na ng 50 times para for demonstration purposes. Then, proceed na tayo sa initial setup ng Vista natin. So, yung mga name, ganon, and ibang things like itong time, isa-setup na natin. And ito yung parang last preparation ng Vista para dun sa desktop. And ito na, yung nakaboot na yung Vista OS natin. And this is yung unang makikita nyo pagkaboot nyo ng Vista OS. So, next, sa control panel naman, titignan natin yung backup options and yung restoration. For demo purposes, hindi na kami gumawa ng actual backup and restoration. Pero dito sa settings, makikita nyo. So, sa backup and restore center, meron dyang option to backup yung files nyo lang. So, ito, mamimili kayo ng location kung saan nyo iba-backup. Then, next is, pwede nyong i-backup yung buong computer, which is parang gagawa siya ng restore point or restore image para if ever magloko yung PC nyo at some point in the future, may backup kayo na gumagana pa yung OS nyo. Then, dito na yung restoration para magamit nyo yung backup na ginawa nyo kanina. Then, next is yung restore computer naman, which is ginagamit yung system image na ginawa nyo para ma-restore yung computer nyo sa dati niyang point. And yun lang para sa backup and restore. Then, if ever na makorap yung OS nyo, may option kayo para makapag clean install or reformat ng OS nyo. And then, meron din parang i-overwrite nyo yung system files para maayos yung corrupted parts. So, yung bootable USB medium na ginawa nyo, pwede nyo siya i-plug habang bukas yung computer and i-open nyo lang yung setup and eto yung screen na lalabas. So, similar lang siya dun sa installation part. So, iba lang yung ibang options pero in most screens, same lang yung content. So, dito yung license and then yung version ng Vista na gusto nyo i-upgrade. Yung EULA. And then, kung nakikita nyo dito, hindi na naka-gray out yung upgrade. Kasi open na yung system natin and may existing Vista tayo. So, pwede kayong mag-upgrade sa same version lang ng Vista para lang ma-repair yung corrupted system files nyo. And then, may option din kayo na mag-clean install ng Windows Vista if wala naman kayong necessary files na nasa current OS nyo. So, same process lang kanina. And, ayan, i-reinstall nyo yung Vista. Pag in-upgrade nyo yung Vista pala, hindi nyo tatanggalin yung mga files and programs na nandun na. So, that's all para sa installation ng Vista. And if may ma-encounter kayong error or something similar, pwede kayong mag-consult sa forums ng Microsoft. And usually, nandun yung mga frequently asked questions about sa installation ng Vista. Thank you.